guys, SteamStax here. This is Mitchell, and pretty much this is a channel of whatever I want to post video game wise, whether it's gameplay, builds, reviews, anything that I kind of want to set my mind on. And today, first video, we're going to be talking about whether or not you should get Tamriel Unlimited Elder Scrolls Online. And pretty much there's a few things that you have to answer whether or not before you decide whether or not you want to get this game. The first thing is I'm gonna speak to the people that have not played this game before. If you have not played this game, this is not really your typical Elder Scrolls game. It's set in the lore of Elder Scrolls, and it really does have the feeling kind of maybe of Elder Scrolls, combat-wise and stuff like that. And it is all voice acted and stuff, but you know, it doesn't really feel like, you know, a next Elder Scrolls game. It's kind of like maybe a longer version of a crappy Skyrim. I kind of want to say like that. But you know, all the voice acting is on par and everything, and all the fighting and the look of it is on par with. It's above par for like a MMO, and like there's not many MMOs that really look like this. But I mean, yeah, everything is beautiful in this game, and the combat is all right. You know, it's not as good as Skyrim, let's say. You know, you have all your key buttons down there and all your skills that you can use, and it's pretty much just, you know, left to right on your mouse to block and then left to attack. Kind of like that kind of it is kind of like Skyrim in that aspect. But anyways, this is a huge game. Like, there is days, perhaps even months of gameplay just getting to 50. Level 50 is the max in this game, and then you have your veteran levels. But anyways, like, this game is massive. Like, it'll take you a few days of gameplay just to get through one of the storylines and get to level 50. And there's 3 storylines in this game. The Add-Ons Pact, Daggerfall Covenant, and Aldemary Dominion. They have 3 separate storylines, and they have all different side quests. But anyways, yeah, this game is freaking massive. It'll take you days to complete if you were up to completing them. But yeah, this is one of the few MMOs that's fully voiced. Let me see if I can talk to this bitch. What do you want? I guess she doesn't want to talk to me on the horse. But yeah, it's all fully voice acted. Everything is voice acted. Like, what you can compare it to is kind of Star Wars: The Old Republic, since that's fully voice acted too. But yeah, I do find one grudge I have against it is I do find myself noticing that they're reusing voice actors a lot, especially with like Nords and stuff. And I don't know. Last time I played my other character, this is the Daggerfall Covenant character, but my other character, he's level 40. But he was with the Aldemary Dominion, and I felt that's what the elves and everything, and I felt like most of the elves had the same voice actor, and I'm like, wow, I've heard you before, and now you just have a different NPC. And I mean, a lot of the NPCs kind of even look the same. They're just kind of spread out, so they're hoping you don't notice it, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, there's a ton to this game. If you're into Elder Scrolls games, I highly suggest picking this up. It's buy to play now. That's what Tamriel Unlimited is. You could buy the $60, and you don't have to pay a subscription fee anymore, kind of like Guild Wars 2. And that's a very great model, I think. I'm so glad this game didn't go free to play like everybody was thinking it was gonna. Because if it went free to play, then there would have been so many restrictions for free-to-play players versus subscription-based players that it wouldn't even been funny. Like, I hate it when games do that because it doesn't allow, like, there's no advantage. Like, they're not on the same playing field, I guess, and it's just really tough to play a game free-to-play and enjoy it as you kind of that you should be enjoying it like. But anyways, with that, I mean, buy to play like Guild Wars, you know, it's gonna have a store. There's the Crown store. I guess buying the game or paying a subscription after this Tamriel Unlimited came out will get you like a certain amount of crowns every month or whatever. But anyways, otherwise you have to buy them, which is what I'm not gonna do. But there's a few things in here. I guess there's not really much in here. I mean, you have your nightmare. You have like your different mounts. I guess there's a pretty cool mount right here, but that's like $20 right there, I think. I don't know who would buy that, but I think I got like 900 after I came back to this game. You got a fucking creepy looking house cat there with a fucked up spine, and you got homeless dogs, and I don't know why you would want that following you, but anyways, I don't think there's really anything here yet, but eventually they're gonna fucking fill that thing with things that probably will tempt you to buy crowns and have them pay for your updates. Anyways, that's just including, you know, the base content. You know, they added a shit ton of endgame content, and they give it to you for free with this Tamriel Unlimited pack, as if you were a subscriber, and they just give it to you. And there's lots of endgame after this. Like, I think they added Craglorn and different types of like arenas and stuff like that, and different 12-person content and raids and dungeons and stuff. Like, so after you play the game, you have lots of things to do afterwards. And so anyways, and then in terms of lore, I think this game is pretty up to par with like kind of a Skyrim game. It has its own story going on for each individual alliance, and they're all pretty good. One thing I would say, however, is that the side quests of this game, not relating to the main story for each area, are pretty shitty. They're pretty generic, you know, fetch quests. I wouldn't say fetch quests, but they're pretty bad. Like, let's see what this girl has to say. Yeah, whatever. Spoilers. Help find Farmer Nern. I swear to God that there are so many help me find this guy quests that it'll make your head spin. The first time playing this game, I made it a goal to complete every area with all the side quests in that area. Boy, was that a mistake. Seriously, you will be fucking... Not only does it take like a day to do, like a gameplay, 24 hours to do like each individual area, but you'll be bashing your head against these stupid ass side quests, and you barely get anything over from. There's no really big reward. The biggest rewards you get from the main storyline and the main story for each area, and those are side quests, but they're like main side quests. But yeah, that's what's interesting, and the main side quest storyline will lead through the whole entire areas. They'll connect with one another and stuff like that. Another thing that's really cool about this game that you should consider is that they have add-ons, which is kind of like mods for Skyrim, but this is for an MMO. And sometimes you don't see very many games out there with add-ons like this. I don't have any on this computer right now. I have some on my laptop, but like you can add mini-maps, you can add like different mini-maps. I mean there's already a mini-map in this game. Or is there? I don't know. Nope, there's no mini-map. But you can add a mini-map down here in like the bottom corner, and you can add different harvest maps. They'll tell you where all the secrets are and stuff, and you can see where all the side quests are, and you can even change like the whole entire like display here. You can change the combat system. Like there's a ton of mods, and especially since the beta, they've added so many mods that you can completely change the experience playing this game through. So yeah, there's that, and that's one of the really unique things about this game. The crafting system in this game is awesome too. Like, you'll just have to see it, but it is a great crafting system. One of the better ones, actually, I think, in MMOs. But yeah, now for the people that have played this, like me, I played this for the beta, and maybe about a month after the beta, and that was a rough time, believe me, because the beta was so unfinished it wasn't even funny. I don't know if it was because there's so many people trying to play it once, but there were so many bugs, and it almost wasn't even fun. It was just like bashing your head against this stupid game, you know. And they weren't updating it or anything right away, but you know, I come back to this about a year later, and I see everything, all the stuff that I hated fixed. Like, for example, one of the things I really didn't like about this game were when you went to a dungeon, they weren't instanced, which means that there would be like 100 people in there killing a boss, like literally standing around the boss waiting for the damn thing to spawn and then killing it immediately to get the rewards. And the bosses had such long respawn timers. If one of your missions was to go in there and kill that boss, you might be waiting there for like 2 hours trying to kill this damn boss. Oh cool, I leveled up. Anyways, yeah, that was one of the most frustrating things. And literally you look at the ground and there would be littered with boss carcasses of the same boss, and it was just so annoying. But they've kind of implemented fixes to that. They made it so I think there's a limit to how many people can be in a certain instance inside of a dungeon, and I mean, it's just, it works better. You know, you can actually do your side quests, and it's a lot easier to play, especially if you're starting a new character. I mean, you can go down. Not a lot of people play starting new. You know, all of them have their characters up to level 50, and they're doing all that content. And you know, this game's more free roam now. You know, you can play through the game without a crowd of people, you know, stealing your shit. And that's one of the better aspects that they fixed, and it makes the game way more playable, believe me. But yeah, just general bug fixes they've done. They've kind of added stuff to the combat system where you can, I mean, if you've seen the trailer, they're like, feel every blow. Well, I mean, you don't really feel every blow. Like, there's a little shutter like that, you see that? That wasn't there in the beta. Like, they just added that, I don't know, just for effect's sake. But yeah, they've added different things to the combat system to pretty it up, you know, and it's just, they've added general graphical fixes to this game and stuff like that. But I definitely say, unless you were really not into it during the beta phase, if you haven't bought this game, I would not get it. But definitely if you've already bought this game, you can come back to it, play it for free, check it out, see if you like it again. I would suggest starting a new character if you haven't played it for a while, just because, to get this full experience of what this game was supposed to be. Anyways, if you haven't played this game, I would definitely suggest picking it up, because there's so many hours of gameplay. Like, I'm gonna look at, let me see how many / played. I've done 20 hours and 33 minutes just in this one character. He's level 15. I have a character like level 38 that I have like 5 days on. I definitely feel like I got my money's worth. Oh, a little lag there. I definitely feel like I've gotten my money's worth on definitely this game. If you haven't played it, I would suggest picking it up, unless, you know, you've done your research and you just really don't like Elder Scrolls or something like that. But for sure, definitely, it's a great buy. One of the better MMOs out there, I believe, and especially now that it's buy to play, I would definitely go say pick this baby up for sure. And you know, it'll be supported for the rest forever, and you'll get all the updates and stuff like that, and no subscription fee. If you get bored of it, you know, you don't have to feel obligated to play this game. But yeah, it's quite a deal. And if you're more of a console gamer, this game's coming out for like consoles pretty soon in June, I think. I don't know how well this game will play with a controller, but we'll see, I guess. But anyways, yeah. Thanks guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe for the next video. Peace.